A very good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this Facebook Live. This is Aparna Mishra, founder of Women Shine. Welcomes you all today. Today we have a special guest, as this today is World Environment Day. So who can be a better guest than Prerna Prasad? She has a beautiful platform which is called EcoPlore, and she's here on this platform. It is a platform. It is an aggregator platform of eco hotels. So she wants to raise awareness for climate change and environment. So now we'll hear more about from Prerna Prasad. Before that, I would like to tell you what is Women Shine. Women Shine is a global digital magazine which is for women and lifestyle. This was born last year during Corona times, and now it is 1 year old. So, in fact, we have really got a good response throughout the year. It has various segments like Shine Global, She Leads, Taste Buds. It has beautiful recipes. We have got one segment which is called Shining Star, and so many segments, like so many various interesting articles on health, relationship, zodiac, entertainment, and much more. Also, there's a major accomplishment which we had this year. We have published a book which is called Happiness Quotient. It is a compilation of 20 short stories, which is written by 20 amazing women. So the book is there on the website. You can go there. It is also on Amazon, Flipkart, and Kindle. You can order your copy from the website. You have to just log in at womenshine.in. There's a banner on the homepage itself. You can just order your copy from there. So I would like to welcome Prerna Prasad over here. Prerna, she was here. Yeah. Welcome, Prerna, to this Facebook Live. And of course, the best occasion for you to be here, which is World Environment Day. So I would like to tell everyone that Prerna wears multiple hats. She's a writer, she's a journalist, and she's a dreamer. She's an environmentalist as well. And she's on a mission to raise awareness about climate change in a very unique way. She has a platform, which I had mentioned earlier also. It is called EcoPlore. So let's explore EcoPlore with Prerna. So Prerna, welcome again. Welcome to this wonderful Facebook Live from Women Shine. Good afternoon.
Thank you, Aparna, for inviting me on Women Shine. I'm happy to be here. And yes, you already said a lot of things on EcoPlore, so I think I don't need to introduce it. Yeah.
No, but yes, we need to know. First of all, I really like the name EcoPlore. So I would like to know more about what is EcoPlore, how it happened, no, and tell us more about it. And I'm more interested on the behind the scenes of this wonderful platform which you have.
So I was a journalist working in corporate media, working in TV channels for around 8 years. And at the same time, I was active in this Anna Hazare India Against Corruption movement, which happened in 2011. And I was also there in Aam Aadmi Party till 2015. But things didn't turn out well, and I started losing my interest into it. And that's when in 2016 we took a break. We went to Malaysia for a short holiday, and I was looking for eco-friendly hotels in Malaysia because it was a totally new country for me. In India, I could easily find these hotels because I'm born here. I know about this country. It took me almost 1 month to just find 5 or 6 hotels which are eco-friendly. But when I stayed in those properties, the experience which we received of living in a local chalet or a tube hotel, which is just on the beach, or different kind of unique constructions, it was mind-blowing. And that is when I decided that when I return back to India, I would start a platform where I can aggregate all these eco-friendly hotels which already exist in India. And right now, I haven't come across a single platform in India which actually does this aggregation work of eco-friendly hotels across the country. So we are, you can say, a curated marketplace which has a fixed criteria on which we take in these hotels. So we just don't take in any kind of property or a hotel on our platform. We see whether they are 33% green. We see whether they are made of mud, wood, bamboo, stone, or any local architecture, and a lot of other sustainable measures.
Okay, so how it is like it must have you must have faced many challenges. It involves a lot of research, visiting those places. So how did you all like manage? And how big is your team? Like when you're doing the research and all.
So I started the entire exercise in 2016. The idea came up in April 2016. So April till December 2016, I was just doing individual research with maybe one or two of my friends who were interested in the concept. So I spent a lot of time in visiting different properties and learning that what should be a true eco hotel look like, because in India this concept of greenwashing is very popular. Like people paint their building green and they will say we are a green hotel. So it took me a lot of time to do that ground research and also internet research. At that time, obviously the team was not very big, because 2 years went by just in identifying these properties, personally visiting them, vetting them, and knowing more about them and checking whether they are comfortable, they're hygienic, they're safe, and whether they have the fun element or not. In last 2 years from 2019, I registered it in 2019 in India. So since 2019, we are in operation. But in last 1 year, we all know that the industry was shut. So, but what we did that during this entire last 1 year of Corona period, we built our booking engine. So the website, which can be seen as of now, is not a booking engine. It's a prototype which we created. Now we have a booking engine where anybody can go and directly book the hotel they want to visit. So asking like the team aspect, there were a lot of individuals who contributed to the concept, because a lot of resources, money and time went into the verification process. So I did not have the bandwidth of hiring people and building a big team. But the concept was such that a lot of individuals, friends, people who like environment, they showed their interest and they did content writing, some help in the tech part. So there were those kind of voluntary contributions which happened. Since 2019, you can say I have got a core team of around 8 to 9 members who are working on a full-time basis. So that is the current status. And most of the work is outsourced, so we don't need like an in-house team.
Yeah. So coming to team, I really had a very good observation. You know, when I was going through your website and looking about your work, I saw your team, right? I just went through their profiles. And there was one thing which was common in every profile, was that they're all towards environment, no climate change. It was really good to see everybody who was there in your team. They're all environment friendly people. No, they want to work towards environment. I think that's the best part, which I really noticed. It was really stands out from your team. So that's really good.
So recently we made this a core company value, that any senior executive or any person who is playing a very crucial role in EcoPlore will be a person who is passionate about environment in their personal life, and they're adopting certain sustainable features and measures in their personal life too. Because when we are preaching sustainability and making people aware about it, and if we don't follow it, then I mean the purpose is not met.
Yeah,
so you noticed it. You noticed it very well. So thankfully we have reached out to some very good people who are passionate about environment, from the CTO to the content writer and to all the other profiles. Even the photographers are like people who click photos and videos are also environment friendly.
Okay, that's good. So like coming to your platform, so how many hotels have been onboarded?
So we have personally visited and verified 150 eco-friendly hotels across the country.
Okay.
And if I talk about non-verified hotels, then the list goes like more than 1,000. But we are not listing non-verified right now.
Okay, the verified ones are there.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it you are promoting solo travelers like more, or like is there something like for women travelers, or like how it is?
So since it's a women founded and majority of the team members are also women, so one major goal of EcoPlore is to empower more and more women. So if I have a choice between hiring a male person and hiring a female, I would go for a female. So so when we have more women in the tourism industry, which is right now very male dominated, automatically solo women travel will increase. Automatically, women will start traveling more because they will find themselves safe. So that is one of our agendas, is to increase solo women travel, especially. But honestly, it's about any kind of group. We have had corporate offsites, we have had couples traveling, we have had friends traveling in a group, we have had joint families traveling. So we don't have a particular definition that we're targeting this particular group. But the one definition which is common is that they should be a little sustainable and they should be a little conscious about the environment, because we don't want like a group of people to come on our property and create a chaos over there and disturb the wildlife which lives over there. So that is a common principle, you can say.
So as of now, you just mentioned that you don't have any competitor right now, correct? So you have a monopoly in the market.
We have the first mover advantage. Monopoly will come when we actually become that big. Right now, we don't have that monopoly, but we have the first mover advantage.
Yeah, you start from a small scale, then you reach to a bigger scale, right?
Yes.
So now, since it's like just 2 years old, your company, so and thanks to, I think thanks to Corona, it has majorly affected in all sectors. So how it must have really affected to your, because it's a tourism kind of thing, right? People are not traveling. So how you are coping up with it, with this pandemic?
So we were very lucky to not have an investment raise. So till now we have not raised a round of investment, although we have received grant from Government of India, and that was a very good thing in our favor, because if we had raised investment and then the Corona had come, we would have been badly affected like anything.
Correct.
We cannot do anything. It's the situation was such. So what we received like almost a year's time to prepare ourselves much better, and we had got like 1 year of experience already of serving the market. So we knew that what are the challenges, what people are looking for, what are the problems which we are facing in sale conversion. So we tried to work on all those challenges in the entire pandemic period. And I think it will help us a lot when the travel situation like it improves and the traveling starts again post the lockdown is taken away. So I believe that pandemic was a blessing for us, because we got time to prepare our website, which is now a booking engine, which we were like thinking since long but couldn't do it. Now we have done it, and I'm very happy to launch it very soon in probably at the end of this month. So I think it was a blessing for us. People complain a lot, but we don't have any major complaints from Corona. And also one good thing that Corona helped in restoration of the environment. So if somebody gives me an option of how to restore the environment, I would always go for no tourism. But that is not possible. Like, I can't stop people from traveling, but Corona did that. So at least
in fact, post-Corona also, people would like to go to eco-friendly places, right? Rather than a crowded place. So I think you are there at the right time. You know, it says right time, right place. I think this is a wonderful, and that's why I wanted you to come on this platform today, so that, you know, even if people are not planning maybe next 3 months, 6 months, but maybe after a year, they can really have a thing, okay, something is there where we can go and explore all these things, no? So that's something really, it's actually a blessing in disguise, you know? Also, like, since there are so many people whose businesses are affected, I'm talking about tourism industry. There's so many travel groups people have created, no? They were like travel agents, no? So they were taking travel, various groups and all here and there. So now they have majorly affected. Now it's not a blessing for them. So now what have you planned for coming years? Because, you know, this Corona it's here to stay, right? So what are your thoughts, your strategies, what you have planned for coming next 3 years maybe? So how do you plan to take it forward?
Yeah, as you said rightly, that post lockdown is over, people will start traveling. Maybe not in next 3 or 6 months, but in a year they will start traveling. And we have already started getting this feedback from people that they want to go to nature-centric places, they want to go to eco-friendly places. So right now, our immediate target is to tap that market, because there's a huge market within India. Forget the international tourism, just within India, there's a huge range of people who have the money, who can afford to travel, and who want to go for an eco-friendly or nature-centric travel. So first, we want to tap into that. Second, that there are a lot of people who want to build these vacation homes. So they have realized that Corona period came and they were stuck in their houses. So wish they could live in the hills and have their vacation house. So I received like so many calls and requests from people of any kind of suggestion we could provide to them. Now we have a solution for it. Initially, we thought of supporting them in construction. I mean, constructing that eco-friendly vacation home. But now we have realized that any kind of construction is a damage to the planet, be it eco-friendly construction also. So what we have decided, that if suppose you are there and you want to build a vacation home, you have that money, you have that interest, instead of building a new place, you can do a tie-up with the existing community-based place which is being run in the location of your choice, and you can be an investor over there. So you get that local connectivity, you get local support, you provide employment to local people, you get your vacation home, and you don't have to worry about it because local people are there to take care of that. So that's a model which we want to get into. Another thing which we want to focus upon is to convert non-sustainable hotels into sustainable properties, because there are lakhs and crores of hotels across the country which are non-sustainable, and they will lose business for sure because of alternative tourism being coming into place. So if they would want to convert themselves to be more sustainable properties so that they start getting business, and we want to play a role over there by connecting them to right experts and making them a sustainable hotel.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, because there are so many people who have got their homes in in the hills and all these one places, so they can really opt for this. That's a great suggestion, and in fact, great strategy of EcoFloor also to really convert those homes. That's something very wonderful. Okay, now coming, because you've been doing 2 years has been really good for you. You have got various awards also, like UN also I've seen in your website. So can you just tell about your achievements?
In terms of recognitions, I think we never ever approached anybody. There was no PR ever done. And being a journalist, I know what PR is and how to do work for a media article of yourself. UN was the highest for us because somebody from the UN Environment Program team, they connected to us and they wanted to cover us on their website, which they have done. Your story covered us without us having like no connect over there. Okay. Then there was this V Foundation fellowship by IIT Delhi, Government of India, where we got selected and we got a grant from there. Then there was this Silicon Valley based venture capitalist whom I met in some conference, for just 5 minutes in a conference, and they had a program where they were providing scholarship to women who wanted to learn about finances and entrepreneurship. So fortunately, I and one more person were the two people from India who got selected for that international level program. So like that, and then there are a lot of other news articles by Times of India and all other media publications.
So being a journalist, like you're not promoting yourself extensively, because this is the time, this is a time wherein you can really use your skills and really promote EcoFloor. People are, they are sitting inside, they are craving to go out. And with such kind of proposition which you have, I'm sure you will get good response in that.
So see, one is subtle promotion, one is upfront. If I would have come to you and said, okay, Aparna, can you please do a story on our platform? I think that won't have been so effective as it is right now when you chose us to do a story. So because when I was working with AAP, this Banaras Lok Sabha election where Modi was fighting against Arvind Kejriwal and Arvind was fighting against Modi. So I was doing media for Arvind over there. And I realized, my experience was not that great doing the PR work. So I've done the PR work and I've done the journalism work while being in the corporate TV channels. But PR, I think more than PR, if you work on the concept, if you really your concept is so engrossing that people show interest into it, PR automatically happens.
Right, right. But then you need to reach out to people to tell about your concept as well, you know. So you need to be very aggressive on that front also. So
Yeah. I will be. I'm just waiting for the website to get live. So when that happens, my focus will be on this only.
all right. And also for the people, we'll be publishing Story of Prerna in our Women Shine June edition. So do read about her work and connect to her website. So that whenever you plan something, you may really reach out to her. Correct?
Sure.
I'll just put your website also. What's your website? It's
It's
just tell me.
www.ecoplore.com.
.com. So this is the website wherein you can reach out to her, see what properties she has got, and really book eco-friendly vacations. Yeah. So thank you, Prerna. That is a short chit chat which I really wanted you. My main objective was this: that people should know what is this, and they should really approach you for this week for eco-friendly vacations. Because this is the right time wherein we can really plan things also, and we really want to go to these green places wherein there's less pollution, no, good life, all these things, good food, organic food as well. So I think that's the USP you have got with your platform. So all the best to Ecoplore, and I would request people again to explore Ecoplore and see what all good properties she has got. Thank you so much, Prerna, for taking out so much time.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you.
Yeah, most welcome. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you.